各种各大公司所也档案的，陆军结果来是这，那他们的上级头发，上级公司头发，陆军结束是几天，所啥个的，因为这第一的我们送一嘛，送的，大体呢的陆军结束是啥的，陆军结的，这咱没打包公的，将年级公的，咱们公的，我接送别人的。
So as yesterday explained, the special instructions of the Kadampa Lamas, in order to attain enlightenment, one should train in the following points. There is a division into three, and the first one is to train one's mind. Then the second one is to accumulate merit, and the third one is to train in concentration. And the first one, to train one's mind, there's again a division into three. And the first thing what one should train is in reflection about, one should reflect about impermanence. Then the second one, to reflect about compassion and loving kindness. And the third one, to reflect about selflessness.
Lu jun che ni mi ta ba gu ga kare da ba na tong bu mi ta ba gu ga kare le no ang de se ro ka chen shi jin dan de nian ko se dan de me lo dan de nian ko na ji cha me ge ma na zu le de ya bu shi bu jin ya re song ye da su se le de za chu ro ma de ba nian ko bu re dan de nian ko也这也不是那地方，有不进入过来是，但你讲拿去前面的是的，但这个在做的你是这大包单没有嘛的，感觉就好过嘛的是，但你讲拿去前面，你不会做的，你刚就说了进入去，要是拿去前面好不过，咱就上了看几个来是呢，就把这来这样了，刚就说你的这个结束，懂我意思吧？但这年高的没了的，年高的大包带不着，往上记录的，那进去好光嘛的，那去前面，你没啥感觉说呢，你的军事结束，军事进的地方，你别不做他的工作，阿里我这对起来呢这个多少
？So the master Geshe Gelten, or first, sorry, what is or why one should train into impermanence, meditate on impermanence. On the outset, what should reflect on, like Master Geshe Gelten said, what one has at the moment. One has a fully endowed human existence, which is very difficult to find. But at the moment, one has it, but it will definitely disintegrate. So it's sure that one will die, and also a moment of death is unsure. And at the moment of death, what one should do in order to be freed from all fears and sufferings, one should go for a refuge in the three jewels. And furthermore, one should train one's behavior. One should abandon unwholesome actions and accumulate wholesome actions.
大动物的，在那年高下的，就是热的呢，你热头发，家里考不起来也是。第一呢，但是头热年考不起来的。第四是早基本嘛就是上动物了，没有热的年高或者是呢，热的顶住动物啊，让我一大生意顶住去了大学了，这就在那几教来说呢，安尼。就是每日就是来早起没嘛，就是来白天他们那就嘛都好过呢，就是来当到刚刚来到，我把这点了，啊这就机器，顶住来也吃不着吧，啊没来讲呢没有没动，那就我们来见线，我们来见线，在那几节上呢没有来那跟我说我吧，在弄的那好没人，但是顶住来也吃不饱不着。是说早就没么好活动了，顶住了大学的，把你这么过把节的，当然没教了，对嘞， 对面是叫米叫来的米了，我们建议的，我们马上播吧，努力的时候啊，在这里啊，吃不饱嘛，所以就个我们刚刚说的，可能这种的原来接受的，啊，这里接到啊是在这里面那个早期不来的。
So this existence, what one has at the moment, this human existence, and on top of that, a human existence which is which has 8 freedoms and 10 endowments. This is something very difficult to find and something very precious. One can understand the preciousness of it when one compares it to other existences like the hell beings or the animals. But one can directly see how they live, how they have dullness in their mind and are not able to understand something. If one compares the human existence to that, one can understand that it is something very precious what one has at the moment.
我有的这个来动物吃了年来讲，吃的都年来讲，上段就是等着节气上，你看这台湾节，你话节，你看这注意些，这当然的这是都是蛮重要的，但是台湾节，你话节，等着节气，我最热点的来，在注意上的，那注意这是那都是我弄的，因为这等印度来也吃不饱嘛，一毛，好骨头多啊，有就多啊。那等你来吃饭的，米就那样子打，米了就让我们见到锅包饭，等你要吃饱饭的我那，要是早起我就等你去也录了吃过的嘛，等你去那好锅味儿的，早起没有。
What I forgot from before, also, and if one compares under the humans, there are humans who don't have their faculties fully complete, and compared to that, one has something very precious. And also there are some humans who don't know what to abandon and what to practice. And also that is one knows at the moment. One is fully one knows about what one should practice and abandon. And compared to that, it's also something very precious. So there are these 8 freedoms and 10 endowments. It's if one would go into details and enumerate all of them, that would last too much. It would cost too much time. So this will not be done now, but to say it abbreviately, one can understand the preciousness, like it was mentioned now with this few examples. Like if one compares to the animals, for example, is something very precious, and also if one compares to other humans in states which are where something is not complete, either they have defects in their organs, in their faculties, or views that one isn't sure what one should abandon and what should one practice. And compared to that is something very precious.
这个实际热点的早期嘛，就上了防护会的，然后刚才的时候说，以前的那个，但这是没有那么及时的，而且热点的以前那么难些，我等你今年吧，这个等你今晚就拖下来，但以前那么看的什么，以前那以前那么记录，对了，说但那好像多个，就是那我刚刚多个，我顶着不起热点的来了个啊，以前那么热他的。热天气的时候，到热天的早起没人了，以前那么热他，以前那不但那的，你在那弄就搞得那以前那么了，忙了等不过的时候，我的到不这种热个实际热天的，那热天的热他不就脱个嘛啥，热天的，是不是热东方面没有啊呀？不就啥了的，但是热天的脱了嘛，是个热天的眼热天的蓝过，上礼拜去北下的中间也有下过。不让我进来个，在开嘛，就按我们的给我要不去来种嘛，要不去上的，咱就没那个等的拖的啊，咱这个热点主要是不去找什么热多，那这要不热啥上的，找什么人嘛，就好过过个来是我就是。
So this fully endowed human existence, which one has at the moment, is something very precious. It's even more precious than a wish-fulfilling tool. Such a wish-fulfilling tool, if one would use that, one could accomplish all wishes for this life. But this human existence is something even something more more precious to that, and it also didn't come about without any cause. It's one has accumulated the cause for that through accumulating the right karmas in one's past life, and also through wishing prayers. One is now in this situation where one has such a fully endowed human existence, and it cannot be bought by money or something like that. But there is also this causes which one has accumulated, and now for having now this precious human existence, and one should realize that one has such a precious thing at the moment. So one has at the moment this precious human existence, and knowing that is something precious, one also shouldn't waste it and use it properly, because if one doesn't do so, then it would be a situation where it would be, if one has it or not, it would be the same. So one not only one should know it as something precious, but then using also in the right way and accomplish one's purpose by using it in the right way. To give the example with the wish-fulfilling tool, for such a wish-fulfilling tool, if one would make prayers to it, if one would use it and make prayers to it, one could also accomplish all wishes for this life. If one wouldn't use it, then it would be also same having it or having it not. So one should use such a precious thing, maybe in this example, the wish-fulfilling tool, or here the precious human existence.
也早第三天好脑筋查的到，老上电脑就好，就是了的，咱的了解脑筋前面在好脑筋上，对的，可以下的如果说，那等到搞的如果来是说呢，那是说现在地方都给人，动个门的动个其实这个脑筋动个说我们接了，动个的这电的地方都在一起上去。当多的都能人工的帮助就了，人了马上就了，别下这去工作啊，现在马上进来，我的别下这两年老说，有时候的创什么，别下这个那个马上进来，不就的话，这个是多，我电脑就是这个人，那这马上的人工基本就这什么，有这上的不对，当时说要嘛，他搞住了，这是你说那个，两个别去这个是多少说的，那个改嘛是吧？改没这是这样嘛的，俺们讲的嘛，东西啊都用什么工具？也比了些了，比的东西等到就是有了点的，到周末的人工东西下的也是，你的呢，等到读书，等到搞的如果是你怎么写了这个嘛呢？我说你如果，你说当你别得这个搞的用好活嘛。老师基本大的就是有了半年没有开，如果没有，就是上班那些，等等都要去，等等的上中学，所都是有的。
So one has at the moment such a fully endowed human existence, but one knows also that one doesn't have it forever. One will definitely die at a certain point, and also the moment of death is certain. One doesn't know when one will die. It can be also very soon. One has no certainty that one will not die today, or one has also no certainty if that one will still live tomorrow as a human being. So it's very, very uncertain. And because of that, one should apply means in order to accomplish one's purpose. And one's purpose would be that one wishes for happiness and one wants to avoid sufferings. So, so one should try to accomplish that when one will die, one will be able to do so, that one will free oneself of the sufferings of uncontrolled birth, aging, illness, and death. If one doesn't apply now the right means for that, then one will be in a situation that when one will die, that there is every danger that one will fall in lower existences. To give an example, it's like a person who is in a hotel. A person who is in a hotel knows that at a certain point one will need to leave that hotel. One knows that one will not stay forever in that hotel. So one has only a certain time, and then one has to leave. And so this person, so there, one person, by knowing that, will make the right preparations for the time after the stay in the hotel, save some money that that one's further continuation will be secured, that one will be able to buy the necessary tickets to go at the next destination. And so making preparation and that one is not empty-handed at the time of leaving the hotel. Another person may not consider this necessity of leaving the hotel, may always stay happy minded in the hotel, but then at the time of leaving it, being empty-handed, and then the further continuation will be a difficult one because one didn't save any money, and then it's hard. It's the further continuation is difficult. So by knowing that situation, one should make the right preparations for leaving. And in the same way, now having this human existence, one should make the right preparations for going further after one is after death.
嘛不能国家的送学有没好嘛？搞这些带不得个嘛的，那时候如果的谁的，但是没人的透露，没人的带没有嘛的，你下面那时候如果的是那个的，搞这种你把要嘛的是你人说，如果是的的，如果我生的的，我生的，公司大把跟人我，结巴呢结巴，不买我生的，哦，如果可以的。也早但是没了也不去做路，做那一什么这样么路，反正都好过么路。如果现在我是我的人，或者如果是我的，就得了。
So one has at the moment a very precious situation as a human being, and one should be happy about like that, be happy about having such a situation. But at the same time, one knows that it's definitely that one has to die and leave that situation behind. And also the moment of death is not fixed, so one doesn't know when one will die, and the time passes also very fast. It's from the daybreak on, it's very soon evening, and then it's very soon the next day, and one time passes very fast, and one has no certainty how long one will have this existence still. And then when one will die, one will go further. Oneself will go further. This self, which is now existing as a monk, as a male or female person, this person will die, and this self will go further than to the future existence.
哎，但另外的我生的人说，他我另外的我的，刚开始如果是老板呢，我的就是老板之前，如果在里面嘞，被我打吧，被那么打被新生的，上这啥生的，打被，如果在里面呢，既然那个这里既然来机器，他打被新点亮罗马多吧，上这啥的罗马多，如果呢，但那东西可以如果呢，也是满足下去。你们这要嘛在路上，我路上，那那打被去话，如果在里面呢，进来呀，那那东西呢这个马达被去面对去马路，路上你嘛这要嘛的，我这里。
So what I forgot before, so this situation, what one has now is not something something stable. This one should also know. And then when one will die, there's only two possibilities. Either one goes to good destinations, goes, well, let's say upward to a pure land, or to proceed to the state of enlightenment where all one's wishes will be fulfilled, or one goes let's say downward to an impure existence, or to an existence of the lower realms. So there are only two possibilities. One is proceed to the higher realms, and one is proceeding to the lower realms.
哎呀，咱中间我的说啊，我如果啷个去过了，咱我那路是啷个去，啷个的地位啷去，每个啷你的，啷如果啷我啷个去能对着，咱那么大们都把那些大别送出来，主要的，啷的感觉是不，他对嘛因为马大比容易那么出来，那么那牛气，他大比现在这个马主要个了。你如果啷个在山里的，我如是山上中的老中心，绿中的上中的，养绿的蛮多的绿中的老中心，哦，都是啷个在绿中的上中的，没那养绿的蛮多个绿中的老中心，对吧？你要是呢，哦，都是如果认识的绿老中心。
So and there are only these two possibilities. Either one goes to higher realms, to states of happiness, or one goes to lower realms, to states of sufferings. And there are these two paths where one proceeds. There is the path of a meritorious path, a wholesome path, and there is unmeritorious path, an unwholesome path, which leads to lower realms. And this, the one who goes on this path is oneself, is one's mind. One will proceed with one's mind on those paths.
Oh yeah, that is how you use it.
Sorry, and therefore, it's very crucial to train one's mind.
Yes, sir. So
and the mind proceeds on those paths. If one goes to good destinations, or to difficult suffering, to a happy state, like birth in a pure land, or even to the state of enlightenment, or if one proceeds, let's say downward to miserable realms, also the mind is the one who is going, and the mind is accompanied by a good or a bad friend, and very often by a bad friend, which means this bad friend are the delusions of attachment and hatred, and being accompanied by them, one accumulates causes to go downward to lower existences. If one would be accompanied, if the mind would be accompanied by a good friend, which means wholesome states of mind, like compassion and loving kindness, then one would go upward. But that is not so easy to accomplish, that one generates this state of mind of compassion and loving kindness. So one should try to influence, one's mind is influenced by wholesome states of mind, which means compassion and loving kindness. Compassion, the wish to be free of sufferings, either oneself or others, or loving kindness, the wish that happiness is attained, and also other wholesome states of mind, like having faith, or then appreciation, seeing qualities in wholesome states of mind, and then striving for wholesome states of mind, and generating enthusiasm and remembrance, and such states of mind one should try to bring about.
to Jazin, Dabo, and Mova. Ilan looking to say some thoughts on the car, and this in the but you are not about Sonji Kumu, there's on your summer Kumu. The Nichi, you are the Nichi Negro. The little Sonji Kuya de Canenu, Sonji Shinya de Canede, Sonji Son Canede. So how cool the Tabachi didn't do it? Well, cover it, that is it. Sonji Son did it, that one did it. Could you change and could you? And it Tabishi Yan did it, cover no. Tila Yabu, you also the Tata same give to la. Then they give a lay was on the under yes. And it give to Jena the opposite. Sonji go song to Joa Namatava. Sonji Shin go song to Yante, Kunyu go song to Yante, Tila Deba Mubati, Lula Chicken, what the Kungo is. The Abu Kunsona said to give it. But Namatava, they have to so yes, what the
So it's not so easy to accomplish because if one considers one's own situation, does one really ascertain those qualities which one wants to attain, like the state of enlightenment or a state of bodhisattva, or the qualities of Buddha's body, speech, and mind, or the qualities of a Buddha field? Does one really know about those things, and is there really faith in that and appreciation of those things? Are they generating such wholesome states of mind? This is not easy to accomplish, but this one should try to bring about, to generate those qualities and generate those wholesome states of mind.
Yalan the Gina Lanzaya, could you call it in the Tabachia? Huh? Did the G and the Jati? She a Kabanua. Yadata, to the riches in Red Prep. That's a hopper. This is the Latin, you can watch it and the little on the course on them also, how could it Tabajun Gini, Bellman, saying to the Jojo Girani, Daniel Wilma. Yes, Tabichuan and Togia, also say.
So, but it's not so easy to bring about. For example, when one see a representation of the body of the Buddha, does that really generate faith, and does one know about the qualities of the body of the Buddha, and then faith is generated? So it's not so easy to bring about, but one should try and this bring these wholesome states of mind to bring them about, and then one will also accomplish one's desired goal to take birth in a pure land or attain a state of enlightenment.
Yes, you choose that Tabichuan and the car, can this Tabichu, Sunday Chua, Tabichuan, Dumits on the Yamata, Dumi with Tavata Tap, Teacher and a Chuala, Royata. Chuala, Kavachias and a Royal mother, not give Chayamari. Give it to me, Mother Doshi, give it to me. You don't look at there, but Chia Yaman, a government cut it in the Chia Yaman. Near governor, some of them hate to him. Yes, I chew on again. That be seen to be under something so. That day you want another young to sell a Kanga Chichiker, you go down the Shiganoa, Nana Shiganoa, Teledur Sugar, Sonny. What do you have on it? Chicken chew with them, Sonny Yaman. Yes, I chew on again. No, it's not making, no, it don't make. Or today, Tabicho today, Tila Yande, Tila Tabaje, Tila Samaja, Mumbaje, what the contour to water, yes. What the Lula Jomajo, the John Shose, the Jomaje, Umaje, the Kade Jomare, Kanana de John, Chacha de John, Bade de John, Yapan de John, what the Salamaji, but John Tosonani, or that, Susan, the Chicken doing, give it no cheese, no will, yes. What the give you get a marrow, not the ordinary progress, what those sometimes, yes.
So one should try to attain such a birth in a pure land, and also knowing the qualities what one would attain, a freedom over one's taking birth, and also taking birth then in a pure land, one would have no aging anymore, That's one of our greatest sufferings which we experience, the suffering of aging, and then also no experience of illness, and also freedom over one's death, and all what one wishes would be accomplished by such a birth in a pure land. And knowing those qualities, one should faith will be generated, and also appreciation for those, and also then striving to attain those qualities. And so one should reflect about these qualities, and then try which one would attain there, and then striving for that to accomplish that.
他们就来东北了，完了东北头干，来东北就我得讲我认识，但那个对的，叫你家里考不了，真的，但是公妈没事，你莫留下空头把空间里他的那个但那就这些学位，把高送托，公就高送托，样的，真的来见的，俺这期间的话没讲嘛，年纪。 真的讲了，家里考不学会了，家里考不了，咱们家里考不了，讲就是公司的来他人不也是，来他人，这也是学了什么？我那好嘛，你们我的讲，要么咱们家里考不了，恐怕就是来他人嘛，对吧？我不知道你要嘛，也是，咱们公国都考不了也是，俺那你们就是说大把公家来他人不也是，我的公国的，我的公妈去不也是，我都是。
So what I forgot from before, and one should train. In those reflections in different states where one is, when one is going somewhere or sitting somewhere, or if one makes prostrations or prayers, one should keep those things in mind, and then doing those different things. And then one should try to bring those wholesome states about like loving kindness and compassion and so forth. But at the moment it's not easy, because our mind is very often influenced by the delusions, by attachment, hatred, and so forth. And so the situation is not so easy to bring wholesome states of mind about. So, but one should try to do one's best, and even if it's difficult, one should try to accomplish that. And if one continuously tries, it will get easier. And that is also said by Master Shantideva. Through familiarization, there is nothing which gets easier. It might be difficult in the beginning, but if one familiarizes again and again, then the things get easier.
Oh yeah. Yes, that is the这些老么古毛自己说的，刚刚得了，这个人家古毛医生古，他古就是古，就当古的这个，俺这恐怕那个当古，古就是这个，在别人告诉不过样的，这了代表给你，我刚才走，这了在那门过去，我这就上路到了古山的，在代表到门过各种多样的，咋的没见，那都那古是古长的人嘛的，这里上路多，古就把意思。 公个是公家，公要的，公家缺啥的买开，那都就老嘛，光了刚刚我缺啥的买这些，我嘛当这公，我的公人嘛这些，公是公有就公有的代表公司呢，赞助公包，我这里就公啊，我这了公司咋来了我这说的，就是绿军的人个，我公的人个，但这公家已经把做德国嘛的呀。 如果代表上路到那，没把上路到，我的工作来，我的工作上了，公司的来，我的工作来，要么就公家有啥的没给去了，那从我公司的工作来，他真的的代表到没把真的来中国工作，他的那样路在7年就是那的，到啊，多么年到了现在麻木工啊，你等到多么年咋的可能就乱吃搞不学了，他就是，等到咋的没给去多么就工作现在这个样嘛的。 阿里对过嘛，阿里东部代表的不松坡，从这个松坡样的，阿对代表节、门包节、三六节，我这两年进对路了公安节，那阿你公确实就话我对的也是了的。
So the Master Vasubandhu said also this: meditation is this familiarization of the mind, to familiarize one's mind with wholesome states of mind, to what one should familiarize in, to reflect on the qualities of Buddha's body, speech, and mind, and then generate faith and appreciation for that, and then striving and enthusiasm to attain those qualities, and doing so again and again. Then this is the familiarization, this is the meditation. And there might be also other people who stay in a kind of blank state of mind, or in a state of mind where there's no real object of their meditation, but they still claim to meditate, but there's no meditation, there's no familiarization in wholesome things. So one has to have an object. One should reflect on those qualities or those wholesome states of mind, and then to try to bring them about and do it again and again. And one can do it in many situations. If one is going somewhere or sitting somewhere, one can do that, and that is the familiarization. That is the meditation.
Da sen zhu ba ya ba duo ji lang zhu xin ye ji yue zhu xin de yang zhu se zhu o de da yang ni ji da sen zhu nian mo zhu xie da nian mo zhu ge de xin da ti sang tong gu ge da na su yu sen de zhu yue zhu qi an duo nian mo zhu qi an de shi shi ni du sang duo da mo qi da sen nian mo zhu han li qi ge duo shi na dan de jia ge sen yu zhu han li qi ge xie dong bi mu da ti sang tong se de da da pe ji wa su se sang tong ha gu lo nian mo gu zhu jia de lu shi qie de lu pe ji de zhu de a bu ya long de de ma ji de nian mo zhu jia de nian mo de de cha xie dong bu lu de jie sa ye de ngana de mo ji ya zu da ji lu ya ji de ma de mo ji ji sa zu da ji zu bi xi ge zu ha de ga men ma xi ba da an ne na xi ku ji xi yo ru那个就是说，只要记了，我家得了，他们就如不这样，如果这样那样子，如果是就一定我见的如果得手的，那得了呀，干的是留下干的经络，你们干的经我得上班的啊。
So what I forgot from before, so then there are also very higher meditations to reflect about emptiness and so forth, but that is very difficult at the moment to do that, and we are beginners, and so what one should accomplish first, to know about those qualities of Buddha's body, speech, and mind, and then generating faith and appreciation and aspiration for that. And so the mind can be influenced by those two different states of mind, either wholesome states of mind or unwholesome states of mind. And if we reflect on our own situation from the time in the morning when we get up, mostly the mind is influenced by the delusions, by unwholesome states of mind, which means by attachment, hatred, and ignorance. And if one considers when attachment is generated, there one's mind is perceives different objects, or one wishes to make certain pleasant experiences, and then generate attachment. One wants to see nice forms with nice shapes and colors, and then one wants to hear pleasant sounds, and one wants to smell agreeable things, and then taste making pleasant taste experience and pleasant tactile experiences, and many times this is going on in the mind, and one generates attachments to and desire for these kind of experiences.
打上当时的，先记住年目家的来他们学的。先给主给家的，这本是个人考虑，那一般考虑是说呢，先主给家的在帮 你就行的，不要关注养点上动，按照头上动去接个嘛，这是给些年一种，不要给看的接，就这样的样上动，按那些那个代表节目嘛些个，啊，假设你目的，我今天生了，反正我嘛，面同样的肉同样的，老是肉了留下接个的，然后同样的老是找这个肉，然后就我们有的就要在那网上你们接个，反正上涨多过嘛的。这个的，如果了说吧，有一次节目他的网上的了，你们就见我了，要关注也代表的么样的关注样带着上动，我们就忙那个接个我也是，那对面个三个你说热下了说吧，你也有同样的网上，你们谁接我也是，我这是。
So wholesome states of mind, they are difficult for us to bring about, to generate faith and compassion and such states. So knowing the qualities of Buddha's body, speech, and mind, or if one makes reflections on one's spiritual guides, to know about the qualities and then generating faith and appreciation, that is very difficult for us to bring about such states. On the other hand, it's very easy that unwholesome states like the delusions generate. We don't need to make much reflections to that they come about. Just seeing some forms or sounds immediately attachment generates, like without doing much thinking, just seeing pleasant form or hearing a pleasant sound, and immediately attachment generates.
大都是那个嘛，肉了没得家进的，健康的进的，肉了得家看的进的，上路也不中午的，每一个肉可都高干些麻将，搞不进当中莫大的，这两得家看的是几个大过来啊，对喏，肉当中多么大的得家几个嘛，肉可能容易呢，也好记得也好，没有可多样的第二的，要去动物都得好上，当然那些的，要去牛嘛呢。有了没那个节啊，移动我通过也是。而且对说起的路的萝卜来的，咱路萝卜，不是，俺们咱俺说那个父母差不接业了，不要路讲的了，父母是不差不继续弄到70的了，跟着那个正在的进了上东了，那个正在没让人的可能个路给也没这样的，你他妈打到网上留下这个嘛，要去怎么地图，要去你妈的打。对了呀，好吧，等了没耐心去，等可能要个对了吧，好吧就要去打我的留下的路的手去的了，就差别要买了我的路了对的，的路了切的，对吧？那个就是就当然这个喏，你叫的了些啊，我学过就车的，老说当不进嘛的，那个就你妈的了，那个就直接的，那老说呀，咱要不进路上的。老上的感觉你把的那个去最近你把有啥说呢？路了搞的路了的快点，你要嘛的求那的，要给路一卡到现在把马街去点的，那得有下去，得有下去的得我感觉麻木，得给那个去的，人家社区们街道都是这个样的，那这如何叫着？得这我感觉现在这点顶的。第三年间的路了上我们关键来啥个的，路公安局第一个来啥，第二个该去写这个了，第二个了，第多个了，第二就写这个来啥，来这个啥的，当然就这个呢就多少年是嘛，对，按理讲多少嘛就等人家街道去上，路把嘛就上多了，路把那个从那去打上了，把车里进入把这个也不学了。他姐姐的不要问，路不要咱就把路子教养嘛，如果怎么当好工作，可家不接啊，可能接个你，都买了接个你，我来接的，如果那也要买的去，买那的有下去路了接，路同样的了，路同样的了，大巴上你要买个萝卜，第二个我等同样的要接的来着，来家介绍，我就觉得。
So one should reflect how attachment is generated, and one is attached to many different things like forms with colors and shapes, or sounds and pleasant sounds and so forth. And the first moment when one perceives those pleasant forms or sounds, they have from there are certain things which have good qualities, or where there's some quality in the object, or different kinds of qualities. And then the first moment when one perceives those, the delusion doesn't generate. But right in the second moment, one perceives something which is not there in the object. One puts something in addition on the object, and which is actually not existing there in this object. And then one sees it even more attractive than it really is, and then one generates attachment. And when this perception of the object is over, then one still keeps it in the mind, and one cannot forget it and reflects about it. And one then engages in actions to attain or to experience these objects, different behaviors which one follows then in order to attain it or experience it, or saying different things in order to attain or experience it. And so one accumulates different kinds of karma through that. And one should know that one is deceived by that. One's mind is deceived by this. One has a certain appearance of the object, but it's mixed with the attachment. It's not only the perception of the object, but it's mixed with the attachment to the object, and it goes therefore different forms or sounds or smells and so forth. And one of the kinds of attachment which is one of the strongest in us, is the attachment to the body of other persons. One can take the example when one sees some spectacle of where there's a certain performance of a person. It may be a singer, and then one sees this performance which has a certain quality, but then one sees it even more attractive than it really is. So one adds something to it, and then having this appearance of this whole performance, one generates this attachment towards the performer, towards the artist itself, or to the performance. And if one generates the attachments to the person who performs it, one can analyze it. Is there really this attractiveness there, which one thinks that it is there? One can analyze also one's own body, which is the same body like this, the body of the artist. Is there really this attractiveness there? If one searches, if it's there in the body or in the other parts of the body, one wouldn't find it like that. But still, being influenced by this attachment, one sees it as more attractive than it really is, and therefore generating an attachment towards it. And it goes same also for other different objects with the generation of attachment.
要不是不是我上个一等我进多，我的路萝卜来了给他，一点了那个嘛，点了那把人呢，行不来呀，是吧？主不是进来呀，差不多哎要不上面，那就点了那把人呢，啊，今天工作今天各家现在基本就是，然后说没多家都老大，就那个一等我的都要嘛，那全部一等我的这个呢，家庭呢，和东的一等我的那个呢啊，就那个那么多的，跟就等老说和一等我同啊。你到毛突然在打东部的街上，萝卜一道做事的时间，别弄俺都冲动着呢了，加了几要不去冲动的时间啊，你要不是不都是，要不就通了，有人供我了的，要不一下去，现在就是啊，咱的要不要么的是呀，要不不要的老上论脚路上，现在打东部通的萝卜了，咱了没那么，那可以现在就可以那些，可要不嘛的是的，啊，你就啊，那可要不么多事情，可简通的。现在东部通的你要不热，你要不热下是，我的路萝卜的，我经好苦个，打路萝卜一种。现在的路萝卜嘛，就得这个电缆那下一家，我这个刚眼有味，但我这里用手过，我这个刚眼有味，别做不做么呢？第二个，我们一种我的这个那一下就去到一什么过嘛的，然后说的东部通的一种我的路萝卜一样，看的是那你现在可了碱系统，解决相当那种碱系统。他们就把拉住，拉不那打动人多啊，没叫光听两个多，那大部分的觉得都萝卜嘛，都能想不过来，那的看的是这样的，大部分的用的可能是呢，全部个热心着的是的，留下，做了妹妹一度嘛的苦嘛，把捡这个热心着的是，变成传统很多啊，传统的大部分呢，怎么点没有的，啊你赶紧传统热心送呢，啊你怎么讲啊拉的去，我这个去不来了个。留下个热心着的是的。我们的这一下就啊，他对了，我这一下黄上去呢，等到监督呢，我这一下去的，带了那嘛的我的，监督怎么叫我下不多，现在我们留下是录萝卜的，是咱们得的，录萝卜也都是的。
So one should understand that this mind of when one perceives the object under influence of attachment are perverted states of mind, and one should understand it for example, when one sees a person where one sees it as very, very attractive, influenced by this attachment, then one should know that it is a perverted state of mind. If it wouldn't be, then this person should be always a very attractive person. But it is not like that because, for example, when then this person speaks some unpleasant words, then his own view changes of the person. For example, in the morning, one sees this person as something very attractive, but then during the day, this person says some unpleasant words, and then this pleasant appearance of the person changes to unpleasant appearance of the person because of those unpleasant words. So this attractiveness is not there in the person. One just adds it through because of this attachment which one has towards the object. And in the same thing is, for example, one goes to the market and one sees some different objects and then out of attachment seeing them even more attractive than they really are, and then buys them, then they don't stay always like one has seen them as so being very attractive. This can change very easily, and that one, after some time, this attractiveness is lost in of this object. And through considering such examples, one could know that this attractiveness, this which is generated by the influence of attachment, is not there. Is not there in the object. And this being influenced by attachment is like a person who drinks alcohol and being influenced by the alcohol, and then and then one is in a state of mind where one's remembrance is lost, and one doesn't perceive one's mind is crazed by the alcohol, and one doesn't perceive the object like they really exist. And in the same way, one's mind is at the moment influenced by the attachment, like this person is influenced by the alcohol. So because of this confusion which one has in the mind, because one doesn't perceive the object like they really exist, but one is influenced and confused about the real existence of the objects, therefore one is often running in difficulties and sufferings. And by understanding the way one is confused or influenced by the delusions, and then being able to change that, like that, one can free oneself from the problems and sufferings. So if one is ill and one knows the illness and one knows the cause of the illness, then one can also change the whole situation and getting rid of the illness and being healthy again. And in the same way, if one knows how the mind is influenced by attachment, how oneself is confused, and how oneself doesn't perceive the objects, how they really exist, how one is influenced by the delusions, one can also change that, and through changing that, one can also free oneself from the difficulties. So we can ask questions if there are some questions.
I have a question. It's about Lamren, the meditation and the fear of the lower realm. So, like, does you have a practical advice if when we meditate on that, we get scared and we stop our meditation because we are scared?
Ngendo kitungala samlatanga, tene shenan kegidwa, shenan kegidwa, tene shenan kete, tene di ko samlatanga dan gomya gyaba kasa shagi yare. Ane dila kan, ane dila.
那我得牙学的，学说呢，这些我这人，我们这样的年数，对我的模样特些上先上不了，学习提上中不了，但对我的模样考虑的就工作上，能够对我的就工作，年度对我的就上这工作学工作，对我现在的模样工作前上呢，也上那个学个样的，也把结果就是。
So when one generates this fear of the sufferings of lower existence, what one should then generate right afterwards is the faith in the free truths, about the qualities of the free truths, which will protect oneself from the sufferings.
Yeah, don't shake the song on Sarama. Share the share, that's the moon.
If this fear generates, then also one should generate some thoughts what will protect oneself from those fears, which means one should reflect on the qualities of the free truths.
Yeah, 나 건조래 대바지에 가르치는 야 건조 동문이 뭐야 야 찍는지 동문이 뭐야 유다지 뭐야 건조래 대바지 건조 송도 아니 토도들야 대바지 근데 지는 동문이 뭐야 송이요 상이 건조 뭐 더자 때는 영조야 대바지 그랬어.
And generating those spheres, one should reflect about the qualities of the free tools, and then also applying the advices of the free tools in practice, and going for refuge. First going for refuge, that the free tools know about one's situation, and then one should also follow the advices of the free tools in relation to the free tools.
Nani, Zedjet, she yeah, my memory made Zedjet made but I made you some mess of wood. Made it and wood. That is an another travel, Chibores. She not cheated, yeah, that when you are Tango. When you vision the 10 years on sounded the tongue, at the Bungo. Yes, and no, the argument, all cultures. I don't know, hand is such a tango. I'm handy, sir. When is another machine would do. Little Chibores.
So if one is ill and one has a great problem of this, great sufferings of this illness, that one immediately remembers what one should do. One should take the medicine. That one's illness is cured and that one is healthy again. And in the same way, when one generates this fear of the lower sufferings of lower existence, one should immediately generate the faith in the free tools and go for refuge and apply the advices in relation to the refuge.
必须要为了，谁那街上工作我们都程度啊，谁那个这一阶段呀，不久了，再把手气的，跟他们就这么老早就有这些的，阿毛是真稳多，是说如果经验的也真个多，谁稳多了，谁稳多是说如果经验，是说阿毛咋就的让所有人真个多，我都举报人，感觉谁都能一样的，工作也真多个人。
So the more fear one has, the better it is, because the more fear one has, the better one can then, or the more one will remember what will save oneself from those fears. The more one will remember the free tools. To give another example, when one is when one is beaten, one immediately remembers a person who can help oneself, maybe one's mother or some other person who helps oneself in order to get free of this problem.
Okay. You are the others.
That was good question.